Sawadee krab. Being reflective is one of the character traits our learner profiles here at Rugby School Thailand wants from our students. Reflective practice is defined as the ability to reflect on one's actions so as to take a critical stance or attitude towards one's own practice and that of one's peers, engaging in a process of continuous adaptation and learning. Today's world is filled with many modes of communication and social media. It can easily dominate and take over our lives and certainly sap our time. We are bombarded with information, messages and immediate communications. Finding the time for reflection is harder than it ever has been. Yesterday, these devices, my phones and my laptop, eagerly informed me that I had spent 63 minutes of screen time on my phone, had 9.5 hours of scheduled meetings, and spent 3.5 hours sending and working on emails on my laptop. Add in 6 hours sleep time, and there is not a lot of time left to be reflective and to think. Today's busy, connected and communication-driven world minimises the time to be reflective, quiet, alone with your thoughts and your own reflections. If we do not allow ourselves the time to think and to reflect, perhaps we won't adapt and learn. If we're constantly engaged and preoccupied in the present, how do we have time to plan for the future or review what we have done well and not so well? When I arrived in Thailand in August and was faced with 14 days isolation in an ASQ hotel, I was dreading the time without friends, family, activities and activity. However, it forced me to stop, to think and to allow my thoughts and reflections to steep and settle, as I was definitely not in a rush. What started as an enforced captivity nightmare ended up being a really useful lesson in downtime, quiet reflection and self-evaluation. If we want to be reflective and thoughtful people, perhaps we need to find more time to think on what we do well, what we can do better, and how to improve. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Khop Khun Krab.